Happy Monday, first graders, or whatever day you might be watching this. I am in a different reading corner today, and this is where you'll see most of my read alouds for the remainder of the school year. I don't know if you noticed, but all of the posters and decorations are from our classroom, and so I hope you enjoy that as well. And I know not all first grade teachers are doing this, so if you are in my class or Miss Koza's class, all of our caterpillars are in their chrysalis now, and so we have to move them to the net and watch as they grow, just like you. So today's book is Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Hanks. Inside cover, the 3 little school mice, I think they're mice, yeah, are saying, "Wait for us," and Lily is saying, "I love school," and it says, "Lily loved school." Okay. She loved the pointy pencils, she loved the squeaky chalk, and she loved the way her boots went clickety-click-clack down the long, shiny hallways. Mine. Lily loved the privacy of her very own desk. She loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. Straws make everything taste better. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. "Wow," said Lily. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of "Greetings, students," or "Good morning, pupils," Mr. Slinger winked and said, "Howdy." He thought that desks and rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. "I want to be a teacher when I grow up," said Lily. "Me too," said her friends Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. "I am the teacher," she told her baby brother Julius. "Listen up." Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. Ask your parents what that is. Or you ask your grown-ups what an encyclopedia is. "What's with Lily?" asked her mother. "I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva," said her father. "It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger," said her mother. "Wow," said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. "Wow," said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. And at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the cold, starving elderly. That's what her book is saying. Right here. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anyone else in class, even if she didn't know the answer, and she volunteered to stay after school to clap erasers. "I want to be a teacher when I grow up," said Lily. "Excellent choice," said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters. And best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it opened. Lily wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. listen to our story. Does that sound familiar to any of you? Lily had a hard time listening. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. And another little girl on the carpet is saying she's in trouble. The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played so much nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Look, Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everyone, look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was very sad. She thought and she thought and she thought, and then she became angry. She thought and she thought and she thought some more, and then she became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought a little bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her her purple plastic purse back. It's a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. Now, the picture that she drew of Mr. Slinger is not very kind, but I will show it to you. It is not very kind. It is a little bit funny, the drawing. It says, big, fat, mean, Mr. Stealing Teacher. And the words say, bad, claws, thief, wanted by FBI. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. So, feeling angry is okay. We just have to be careful about how we act on those feelings. On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better. There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. I'll stay here a million years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1099. That night, Lily drew a nice picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him, too. It reads, Lily was really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. And then she drew another picture of her, Mr. Slinger, that says, listen, and the teacher is saying, listen up, I forgive everyone. And she describes him as kind and good and nice. And then it also says, could be a principal. So here's her in the chair, feeling sorry, feeling guilt. She's feeling guilt and regret. And here's her picture and her letter. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. I know he will, said Lily's father. The next morning, Lily got to school early. These are for you, Lily said to Mr. Slinger, because I want to make sure I read all of these. Because I'm really, sorry. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note, and he sampled the snacks. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. What do you think we should do with this? Asked Mr. Slinger. Could we just throw it away? Asked Lily. Excellent idea, said Mr. Slinger. During sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. She says, it's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. These 3 quarters are even better than $1 because they make noise. Excuse me. Glamorous protection from harmful rays. Then she did a little performance using them as props. It's called interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That was just about all I could say. Wow. So here's them throwing away the unkind picture, her show and tell, and the interpretive dance. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk. She peeked at them often, but did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily snacks to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher, everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils, that's another word for students, as the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home, and she was so happy. And she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. And so then in this picture are all of those professions. See if you can figure out which ones are which. The end. Have a great week. Please be sure to do Dreambox and reading and get outside and play. Find a way to laugh. This week's social emotional focus is perseverance. So be sure to check out my Loom video on how to persevere, especially through something like this. It's a great example, and we can persevere through this. So I miss you very much. Keep learning and growing. Stay kind and patient.